Hello again. So I thought I'd show you how this split turned out. It ended up that both of the strands that I added, you can see they both ended up going to the inside on this one. And how I got to this point from the last one was I just went strand by strand and kept mashing the wires around with my non-marring pliers. Get in there and slowly but surely start twisting them into a thing that I like the pattern. And I did more work on this one here and hardly any on this one, kind of bouncing back a little bit back and forth. And what I need to do now is tighten this one up just a little bit more. And I also started to put a curve in it. Once you get over 6 strands, you really need to start putting your curves in your branches or roots as you go along, because otherwise it just doesn't look right. And so I'll tighten this up a little bit more, and you can see that gap that comes whenever you make a split, I got that one pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. As good as I can get it on this one anyways. Sometimes they go good, and sometimes they're a real pain. Now I'm going to get these out of the way. And for those of you that have been watching my videos, you've seen me do this before. I got some of this stuff came from a dog leash for smaller dogs. I'm not sure what it's made out of, nylon or polyester or a blend or what. It's kind of hard to tell. They don't list ingredients on dog leashes. Well, maybe sometimes they do, but not in this case. But in general, dog leashes are pretty tough because, dogs chew on them and stuff, and they want those dogs to stay there. You get that on there tight. And if you're starting with a fresh piece of dog leash, it's not going to want to tighten up very well. It's going to want to spin. It's not going to get what I like to call grab. Oh, here I am looking for something again. And then I'm going to get in here with my favorite channel locks. I'm going to tighten it up all the way because that's the size we need. And hopefully without scratching any wires, we're going to do the bouncy bounce and start twisting this up. Sometimes it's a good idea to flip your pliers around. Oops. And flipping it around just gives you a little bit different purchase point, because I want the wires on the top here to get kind of pushed down. And having this jaw come around over the top right there helps. And you can see that one's getting all funky, but we'll deal with that in a second. Bouncy bounce bounce. And then we'll get back in there with our non-wiring pliers and kind of clean up that top bit. For some reason, those top bits are hard to get to look right. And those 2 little strands right there, oh, they just need a little more down. And it's starting to look pretty good. Not perfect, but how often do things go perfect in this world? I think I need a little more over angle, just a little bit more this way. and I could tighten this one up maybe just a little bit more. But the next step is I'll mash it around a little bit more, but it's getting pretty close. And then of course I will do the strand to sheet wrap, and I'll just try and wrap it real tight right there at the base, because I'm going to want to pull another split really soon. But yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. At least it didn't come out with a huge gap right there. And like I said, I'll play around with them a little bit more, and then I'm going to wrap them. And I suppose on the next video, I got to figure out where the next split is going to be. I'm just going to keep working my way around the tree, round kind of. And the other thing I'm going to need to do is start, and I'll probably start right here, is I got to start deciding where these first splits are going to turn left and right and go over and under, because if I work too far out, it'll be too hard to get these guys in the middle to do their thing, because there'll just be too much stuff in the way. So maybe the next video I'll shoot, I'll start working some of these after I get this wrapped. Talk to you soon.